Can I ask one more question about Iraq?
Go ahead.
Thanks.
I think the silence gives you the joy.
Thank you. In Mosul, reportedly, the coalition has destroyed almost all the bridges inside the city of Mosul. So this has raised a concern for that might restrict freedom of movement for civilians, especially those who wish to escape ISIS. Do you share that concern? Or?
We have long had concerns about the humanitarian efforts that were going to be required as the Mosul campaign started, and those we've been long in discussions with the Iraqi government about how to deal with that, and we talked about this at length yesterday in the briefing. I'll point you back to the transcript in terms of what we've done on the humanitarian front. I would remind you, and again, I'm not going to get into a lengthy dissertation here on the military operation itself, but those bridges were avenues of resupply and resourcing by Daesh, and so were in fact legitimate military targets. That they might impede the movement of internally displaced people is certainly beyond doubt, of course, but we have and have for many months factored in trying to support internally displaced people as best as possible. And the other thing I'd tell you is that, and one of the reasons why, the campaign to Mosul took as long as it did and was carefully thought through was because they were also, there was also a lot of planning, remains a lot of planning on post-campaign stabilization and rebuilding the infrastructure. So there is a lot of effort on that. It's not as if people aren't thinking about not just bridges, but other civilian infrastructure. Schools, hospitals, housing, all that stuff has to be considered and is being considered by the Iraqi government as it moves forward. Okay. Okay, thanks everybody.